of the ever-present coffee. Okay, so it's time for part 2 of the Goodwill haul. I also received from some vinyl community love in the mail today from 2 different sources. Right quick, Roger Coleman, this came today, and I've only given it a cursory lesson, so I'll come back to it. And then John McRae sent me some stuff. Also, Roger, your albums were sent out at once today. I was delayed getting the mail out. So I want to go ahead and show the rest of the records I got at the Goodwill. I've been able to sample just about everything. Not everything, but just about everything I've sampled. And I say that a lot. Okay, here we go. Mostly what we have left to show you is classical, mostly. But the first thing is, and I just got done playing this, Keith Jarrett Backhand. This is from when he was on the Impulse label. Now, I really like this one. You know, Keith Jarrett's made a bunch of records, and this one is joyful and upbeat. You know, kind of celebratory. This is a good one. Pachelbel's Canon. I played this. I love the Canon. It's one of those instantly recognizable melodies, and this is a nice version. Pachelbel's Canon, along with the Adagio, Albinoni. These go together a lot on recordings. They do. This one I bought because it's on the Tacoma label, but it turns out this is really good. Billy Fair Banjo. And this is cool, and it fits that it's on the Tacoma label because it's not just bluegrass. There's a raga drone aspect to some of the pieces on here, kind of Eastern. So this was a very nice find. Billy Fair banjo. Some more classical here. Here we have Brahms Concerto in A minor, and I love this particular concerto. I've got a couple different versions of it. It's like when it starts up, it's immediately recognizable. Sir John Barbaroli conducting the Halley Orchestra. On Vanguard. Now this is also of note. This is where Stereolab got their name. Vanguard Everyman Classics. That was the type of recording they were pushing, I guess. Stereolab or some kind of process. Japanese pressing on Denon. Mozart Concerto in C major. Christian Lard and Marie Claire Jamais. This is wonderful. I've listened to almost all of this. Wonderful performance as well as recording. Can't fault the Japanese for quality. And these were at the Goodwill. I got these for maybe, again, when I average it out with the other stuff I got, maybe I paid 85-90 cents a piece for these albums. I had to get this one because, again, I like imports. It's organ music for Christmas time out of Hungary. And it's on the, I think this was the state label. Hungariton. May actually play it at Christmas time. But a Hungarian pressing. Okay. Usually I don't, but I went ahead and got this Zamfir. I don't know what was wrong with me. Leontine Price, Aida. I've seen opera. I've seen a few operas, and the experience made a difference. It's not often that I'll listen to opera, but when I do, the power of what they're doing with their voices, undeniable. Undeniable. The power of the human voice. Now here's one terrible cover Good album. Freddie Hubbard, Super Blue. Matter of fact, I almost didn't get this because of this crap-ass cover. It's almost like Freddie is saying, why are y'all making me do this? This is a good record. And good personnel. No, it really is. It's a good album. Hubert Laws, Joe Henderson, Ron Carter, Jack DeJohnette, Kenny Barron, including George Benson on one track. It's a solid group, and they're actually playing. I thought it would be all middling funk. This is good. You know, and it's like paying the bills. Roxy Music, The High Road. You can't leave these behind. Roxy Music at the Goodwill. Jean-Pierre Rampal with Ransom Wilson. This stuff is a little bit on the light side for classics for me, but again, and thank you, L. Peter, for noticing that. It's like a rescue mission. If I left this, they're just going to smash it. That's ridiculous. This is good. Sviatoslav Richter, Liszt Concerto No. 1 and No. 2. Yeah, I actually know the Liszt concertos. And Richter, how do I describe him? He's almost technically, it's brilliant. Not real nuanced in a romantic way. Real, but I got turned on to his playing when I was younger, and just something about the precision of Richter's playing captivates me. Here we go. Brahms, Handel, Chopin by Lincoln Mallorca. And Lincoln Mallorca, besides being a classical musician, also did arrangements on pop records back in the day. I've seen his name on records. Here was a jazz record that usually I wouldn't have bought because I didn't think I liked John Handy, but this is about half good. Hard Work by John Handy. Some funk, a little R&B, but this is pretty good. John Handy. A Techno 45, Spirits Out Overdose. Jesse said he didn't care for techno, and I think I have this already. I just haven't checked for sure. Here's that Ornette Coleman, Dancing in Your Head. I don't know if I showed this in the last video, but this was, again, I want to thank Jesse for letting me have this. The cover's slightly beat. I need to glue it and stuff, but this album is fantastic. Ornette Coleman. Okay, let's keep going here. Kinks, not one of my favorite records by them. Sleepwalker, but again, some good shape. When I'm in the right mood, I love Gordon Lightfoot. And so, Gord's Gold, double album. I still collect Gordon Lightfoot. You know, he is one of the kings of the thrift store bins and stuff. People just throw his records away, but he's one of those people with a country kind of feel and a folky feel and a pop feel that just connects. There's something about Gordon Lightfoot as a person connects with me. I love the way he sings. Listening to Me, Arthur Rubinstein, more Mozart concertos 21 and 23. What they say about classical music and Mozart in particular is true, folks. It's good for you. Music for Two Harps. This is beautiful and also interesting on a German label I didn't know of. Desmar. I love Ravel, Debussy, and Saint-Saëns. And this is a beautiful pressing. Beautiful pressing. You know, Jesse called me today. There were some singles down in his spot, but I couldn't go today. Too preoccupied with stuff here at the house. Like I said, I couldn't leave this classical stuff behind. Mozart, 3 concertos. Haven't played. Yeah, I did. I popped this one. Mendelssohn, Violin Concerto. Bruch, Scottish Fantasia. I haven't played the Fantasia yet. Just again. These deserve better than going to a trash compactor. They do. Baroque flute sonatas. Gautier, Handel, Telemann. A Treasury of Gregorian Chant on the box label. Wagner. Stokowski on Phase 4. Digital Spectaculars. This is kind of a commercial presentation, and these are some very well-known pieces of classical music, but very well done, nicely recorded. I picked up a nice replacement upgrade of Neil Young's After the Gold Rush, and it has the original lyric sheet on the inside too. So this was great. My other copy has water damage on the cover. So this was a nice upgrade. Okay, I'm going to keep going. I'm almost done. Jean-Pierre Bauer, 6 sonatas for harp and harpsichord. This is fantastic. Absolutely. This is fantastic. I've listened to this already. One side all the way through. And on the Musical Heritage Society label, to be trusted for classical music and music of historic value. You see that label, MHS. Jean-Pierre Rampal with Eugenia and Pichas Zuckerman doing Bach. This one I haven't played yet. Cacciatorian Symphony, something I grew up on as a child. Stokowski conducting. Love that old cover and this old version of the United Artists label. So many different variations of labels throughout the decades. Interesting what changes they've gone through. Brahms Piano Concerto. This is wonderful. Just wonderful. Another on the medieval musical heritage. Medieval and Renaissance music. Now this one is cool because it starts with a dance suite from the 13th century, and I recognize it because it's something that Focus have done on one of their albums, but I had never heard the original before. Kyung Hwa Chung playing Beethoven Violin Concerto in D major Opus 61, and she's amazing. Way up high, you know, and just clear as a bell. Beautiful. More Brahms. I like Brahms. I like Brahms, Rachmaninoff, Debussy, Ravel. I like this. This is a piece of mine that I need to get redone. Let that go. Okay, Judy Collins. So Early in the Spring, a double album. Not that I really needed it, but I've met Judy Collins twice, worked with her, ran sound for her one time. Heck of a lady, so. Judy Collins. Morton Gold and his orchestra doing popular classics. Another Rampal album, double. Again, it was just like, no, we can't let these be destroyed, even if I only play them once. Okay, the last bunch. Here's one that was wonderful, wonderful out of the stack. Sound of the Sitar, Ravi Shankar with Alaraka and tabla. World Pacific Records. Man. Yeah. Mozart on Nonsuch. Brahms Piano Concerto. This is an upgrade. I had this already by Alfred Brendel doing Liszt with Bernard Haitink. This is actually in better shape than the one I already had. I saw that Andrew was talking about CRI. He mentioned Blake Wertz did a video on CRI. I'm going to have to check that out. but I found one on the CR Composers Recording Incorporated, or whatever. Yeah, Composers Recordings Incorporated. Don't know. I don't know these composers. Haven't played this yet, but classical guitar, Vicente Gomez. Woody Herman, Light My Fire. This is the one that I turned out to be pretty good on the Cadet label. Brandenburg Concertos. Another one. This is quad, actually, a quadraphonic recording. And the last of the bunch, Dexter Gordon. A good album. Great Encounters. Nothing great, but not sad. This is nice. Soft and Wicked. I got this because it's, again, London Phase 4. Just some cool recordings. Now, you know, here's one I haven't played yet, but I couldn't leave it. Stiffs Live with Elvis Costello, Nick Lowe, Reckless Eric, Larry Wallace, Ian Dury and the Blockheads. Brian Ferry, In Your Mind. Can't believe that. Here's one I used to have, the Reds. And sure enough, this is the version that's on green vinyl. Pop. 2 more. This is already over 15 minutes. I'm going to stop. I've been Barber, Samuel Barber, and Bella Bartok. I love Bartok. On the Philips label. And then this double album by Les McCann, live at Montreal. Really enjoyed this. Played this already. So I just wanted to get through showing you the rest of the Goodwill stuff. Vinyl-wise, I put the singles away, but there was nothing earth-shattering up in the singles. Just some more old pop. And there's more CDs that I have to actually listen to. But I'm going to stop here. One last thing on a business note. Thank you, folks, for continuing to buy the record. People are letting me know that they don't mind a little wave. I'm looking at all of them, and some have just a minor wave in them, the nice albums, but so far people are saying it's not a problem. Thank you. I've sold about 90, and that's slow, you know, the way it's been going in the past, but again, I'm not concerned. I think it was because of the worry about records being warped. Still waiting to hear about the extra 200 I bought. If they're ready this week, I'm going to tell them to maybe wait. It's supposed to be another hot week. I want flat records so I can get them to you. I want to thank Roger again for sending me the CD of his music, Indeterminate. I'll be listening to that again. And just thank you all. What am I? Oh, that's later. About the film soundtrack. I'm all excited about it. Anyway,